Citizen development is something that's been around for a while now, and it really caught fire when the whole low code, no code movement happened. Now, these are systems that, are out there. There's a lot of vendors with them that allow you to kind of like allows non-technical people to be able to click and drag and drop widgets to kind of automate workflows and build stuff. And this has been a big trend that's going, but it fails. And it fails for a number of different reasons, right? But what is citizen development? It is a big push that encourages non-IT trained employees to become software developers. It gives them tools that are IT sanctioned, that are typically low-code, no-code tools to create business applications. And companies do it for a variety of different reasons. But why do companies do it? Typically, the reason why companies will invest into low-code, no-code solution is this kind of utopian dream that everyone is able to kind of solve their own problems by building their own solutions. It aims to like speed up automation, reduce development time, take pressure off of IT, but oftentimes it fails. And the main reason, and it's really quite simple, is that citizen developers, they're not developers, right? And this means that they're unfamiliar with IT systems. They don't think about things like software development principles, scalability, security, governance, UI, UX, user flows, right? Like they're just not that. And it's okay, right? They're not developers. They're not meant to be. They're not supposed to be. And we don't expect them to be. Other place that they typically see this fail is that a lot of times when you're trying to build a solution, especially if you're using it within your business, you have to integrate in with legacy systems. You've got to be able to connect stuff. Like no application today lives on its own. It needs to work with others. And a lot of times these low-code, no-code platforms fail because once you get to that point, they kind of crumble and you have to bring in development and you have to bring in IT. And lastly, it doesn't scale. There's a really interesting stat that like 90% of users stop using an app due to poor performance. And I'm sure you've seen this, an app on your phone that lags, that's really slow. 9 times out of 10, people are going to drop it. And at the end of the day, like no real serious apps have ever been built with low code, no code. But what is citizen development missing? The big issue with citizen development is that it promotes people to start building before they do any type of planning, before they think any farther. The whole premise of these systems is to get started quickly and start clicking and dragging and dropping, connecting all your stuff together. But between 40 and 70% of software projects fail due to the lack of requirements gathering, right? And so when you incentivize people to go faster and not really think about the big picture, you're going to wind up with a whole bunch of applications that lead to a ton of problems with shadow IT, with dealing with security at a scale that can become systemic and really start to crumble your organization. Now, we don't think everyone's just going to abandon citizen development because we're ranting about it, but we do have an option to make it better. And we have a great tool that kind of helps fix that planning process. And it makes it really easy for citizen developers who are, one, not developers, but two, also not software project managers or product managers, a way to go from natural language into full requirements. And the idea being is that they use our tool, which we call PRDAI, to go from natural language and kind of let them explain what they're trying to do, have it develop out a full set of requirements, and then pick it up from there and then go use their tools if they want to. We think that everything should be full code, but we know not everyone's going to do that. And this is a great fix for anyone that has citizen development as an initiative, as a digital transformation strategy. This is a great tool to help set your business up for success and help set your end users up for success as you're pushing this. So if you want to check out more, see it in the links below. If not, we'll see you on the next video.